Just got back with my Corky's barbecue. Don't mind the mess on the table, hopefully. They wrapped it up for me. That's the great thing about, one of the great things about Memphis is they wrap it for you. So every time you get a rack of ribs, they put it in here and then they stick it into a foil container. Hold on, if I can get this out, like this. So it's all wrapped up. It stays pretty warm, and like I say, nobody ever cuts them except for, you know, the rare place in Memphis, but it's usually 99% of the time they never cut them. So here's my Corky's ribs. I ordered a full rack dry. So we're gonna see how they look. Now they did go on a 25 minute ride back, but they're still hot, they're still warm. And there they are. Just like what they look like every single time. Warm. If you get it at the right angle, you can kind of see the light grill marks. You see that they've got a nice thick coating of their dry rub, which is very, you know, very Memphis paprika based. Theirs is herbal and savory as well. Everybody's rub's a little bit different, but once you've had a few of these Memphis style dry rubs, you will get kind of the feeling that there are some similarities. So that's actually a pretty good looking rack of spare ribs here. I'm gonna see if I can pull one off. It's gonna be difficult to do with one hand, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna figure another way to do it. So you can see how the ribs are tender. These are always like that generally. I'm gonna tear this one apart. Not falling off the bone, but everybody in Memphis eats their ribs by tearing them apart, so you've got to have them tender enough to where they do come apart. So you can see the moisture there. If it'll focus in there, you see the moisture. You can see they're kind of flat. You can see that nice. There's a thin smoke ring on this one. This is kind of a thin rib. But you can see they don't take the membrane off. It just kind of crisps up. But you can see that nice thick coating on the top where the smoke and the charcoal and the grill and the rub kind of meets. I'll put this down for 1 second. Sorry about that. I tore another one off, see if I could get a good look at some of the meat. So the way I tear it is kind of haphazard, so you won't be able to see it, but these are moist. I'm going to take a bite and see how we do here. Well, that's a 2-bone one. Either way, these ribs are actually delicious. I'll post a review on the website, but I mean, these are just really nice ribs, really moist, really tender. That kind of crust, soft but it's not, and that rub on top with the kind of the light coal smoke is it's pretty good. It's really good, in fact. It's just really good Memphis style ribs. Thanks, y'all.